Well, Agent, it seems you've fallen into my trap. Now that you are restrained, your attempts to foil my evil plans contained, allow me to explain just what my mastermind has wrought. I have my entire evil plan explained on this handy-dandy cassette tape. As you can see right here, it says, Beholding Out for a Hero, episode 28. No, that's... Where's the side track is the main track? This isn't my... Where's my monologue cassette? Who has it? Nobody? That's lost. But we have this. You want to take a listen? I mean, we've got some time. Let me see here. It says, it's a D&D podcast, good for fans of amusing hijinks. I am very much a fan. You know, that's why I want to take over the world and all that, is hijinks. Yeah, let's give it a go. Listening party. Minions, come around. We're going to do a listen. Come on. Three, two, one, clap.
We were mostly synchronized that time.
Yeah, that sounded pretty good.
That was the clap of all time.
I know, right? It's never going to go that well ever again. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Holding Out for a Hero. I am Nico, the DM for this campaign, and today's session question is, who's your favorite Beatles member? And I will have to say that mine is the stupid Japanese green beetle with the very shiny, pretty shell, but they're incredibly loud and troublesome.
What's up, guys? My name is John. I'm here on Beholding Out for a Hero today, and I play Patches, the teddy bear paladin, and my favorite Beetle is Blue Beetle from DC. That's my favorite member of the Beatles. I like him because he has cool powers.
Solid.
And also, there's a movie coming out, and the star of that movie was one of the guys in Cobra Kai, and he's a really good actor.
One of the guys of all time.
One of the guys of all time. And, you know, I think he's great. Not sure how about the movie because of all the actors' strike stuff. I don't know how that'll be when this comes out, but that kid, cool as hell.
Hi, I'm Raina. I play Jam. We know her. And my favorite Beetle has to be, you know, the legendary Scarab from The Mummy, 1999. I mean, they carried that movie. You know, that is what took that movie from adventure to traumatizing horror for a whole generation. So we really have to appreciate them.
Yeah.
You're so real for that.
That's
a good beetle.
Hi, I'm Elaine. I play Kittie with an IE. And off recording, I had been mulling over a couple of Beatles, but then it hit me that the best Beetle is Heracross.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer.
I don't even know what that means.
Heracross is a Pokemon?
No.
Honorable mention to Ringo Starr.
No. We said Beatles.
Mm-hmm.
Not apples.
Oh, that is a beetle.
And not
There you go.
Constellation.
Thanks, Google.
That's what Heracross is, Nico.
Oh, it's the cute one.
Yeah,
He's a little rhino beetle.
best boy.
Last but not least,
Hi, I'm Susie. I'm new here, and I'll be playing a mystery character. My favorite Beetle member is Beetlejuice? That's a lie.
Very nice.
I've never seen it.
That's a good
nice. And onto the session summary. Elaine, take it
Beetlejuice
away.
just...
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
You want to go for it first, John?
I was just going to say Beetlejuice has a good energy, you know? I haven't seen it
musical,
either,
too.
but...
I haven't
Just
seen the
good
musical
vibes.
or the movie.
I don't know if that's a joke or not because I also haven't watched it.
I think, listen, set-wise, amazing. Music-wise, not my favorite. But, you know, I'm not going to deny that it appealed to a lot of people. I'm just not one of them.
We just have to be careful not to say the name again, otherwise we'll summon him.
That's
That's
true.
fair. All right, folks, it's my turn to write in the time journal of travels.
This is the weirdest
New
sisterhood
title.
of the traveling pants.
That's what the title of your journal says now.
Guys,
Time
most
Journal
of us are
Travels.
like exhausted for some reason, so my sentences aren't going to make sense. But okay.
I have a disease.
At least John has an excuse. I'm just tired.
And I'm high on cough syrup.
No.
So we decided to swing away from the river after we hit Ringbriar and head to Shadowlock Keep. And for some reason, our travels were like real quick. We like sped through it, but we did kill some wolves and got some loot there, so maybe we could sell that later. But it did take us a bit longer than expected, so we did owe Patches some money, unfortunately. But you know, yay Patches. But we got there and it was getting kind of dark, so Jem went and did some scouty stuff. Apparently, the keep was occupied, even though Taryn said it wasn't. So I think that group just has an information problem, because that's twice now they gave us bad information. But I guess they're just not smart or something.
I do think Taryn's just genuinely clueless.
That's also very possible. But we camped out in front of the keep, and in the morning there was a couple of official-looking people riding out on horses, and we tried to stop two of them who got near us, but they were very unhelpful, and they just left. So we decided to head to the beach, because Jem had said that she had seen some tracks headed that way. And when we got there, we saw Vasilica's group fleeing on boats, and we managed to commandeer one of the boats and some of the people, and we did a good chase. And I probably could have burnt that boat down if we stayed a little longer, but you know, some people are not as hardy, and we wanted to make sure Jem didn't die. So we headed back. Just
name
to shore.
dropping.
Some people. I'm not going to name names.
But Jem. And I think we were gonna go interrogate the people we caught.
Alrighty. Yeah, you guys had just returned back to shore. The boat in the distance, I don't know, distances far. I don't know if you'll be able to see or not, but if you do see it, it's a little bit on fire. It's not looking hot. Ashore, there are the two...
How curved is the Earth? What's the horizon like here? Can I see the curve, Nico?
I don't...
Are you asking if Eberron is a flat Earth?
Is Eberron flat?
No. Eberron is definitely a globe. How easy it is to see the curve.
Are all
I
the
don't
planes
know.
globes, Nico?
Are you sure?
The
Because
plane
the
of
map
fire
is
a globe?
flat.
No, there's a globe map.
Hmm.
Like, canonically, there's a globe map, so it's a...
What about
It's a
the
globe
realm
for
of
sure.
dreams? Is that flat?
Yes. Flat and infinite in all directions. Oh, so, technically, it could be an infinitely large sphere.
I think it's a double helix.
Infinity have a shape.
Next session question.
On it.
Sorry, go back to the stuff that makes sense.
Yeah. So ashore, you have a couple of humans, or they're all humans, but you have the one fighter, the two non-combatants, and the kid that are all...
Should have picked a better class, kid.
They're being held by the two Brelish soldiers you saw before.
Are they being held tenderly?
Everyone is being held tenderly except for the fighter, who is being
That's
held.
beautiful.
Not tenderly.
How's like the emotional state of the people, like the non-combatants? Like, are they freaking out? Are they, calm and like stubborn, or like what? How are they reacting
Go ahead
to this?
and roll me an insight check, Raina.
Okay.
First roll of this game.
Woohoo! Nothing can
Can I
go
do one too?
wrong. That's just a solid
Sure, yeah.
10.
10.
I also got a 10.
Alrighty. You guys can tell that, hold on, I need to get my dice. My dice are here, but they're not out of the box, and I can't do two things at once.
Get them out of the box, like Houdini.
Good, that's on the checklist. Are your dice ready?
They're here, they're not, okay, they're not ready.
Shame.
Edit it out.
Pre-flight checklist, are the engines on? Well, they're here.
This is like the same energy as like I'm getting a brain scan. What, to check if you have one? Like
Moving right along. The kid and the fighter type, the one that you punched and threw off the boat, look a little more stubborn and resistant to the current situation. There is an adult human woman next to the kid who seems to kind of be more looking to stand down and give up.
Does this kid look related to any of these people?
Yeah, I would say the kid looks fairly similar to the human woman that he's standing next to.
okay.
And the last guy just kind of looks lost, very confused, kind of waiting for, other people to do things, gonna follow suit there, but is definitely not gonna do anything on his own.
Okay. I mean, like, I feel like we should ask them questions. Do I know what questions to ask? No. But I feel like we should.
Kittie's gonna skip up to the combatant because she thinks he has the most information, probably.
Yeah. As you do that, the guards talk to you guys. Good work helping us capture some of these criminals. What business do you have with them?
We were asked to capture Vasilica, who has been part of the slave trade in this area.
Oh, Jesus. I didn't know it was that bad.
There's that Jesus guy again.
Yeah, the main blue guy
Yeah.
in Avatar.
Yeah. So, is it alright if we take a look around and ask them some questions?
Sure. We're just waiting for our boss to get back. She should be doing a sweep of this area since we haven't reported back. And a couple of questions can't hurt.
Do you all have any way of communicating over long distances, either via magic or via telegram, whatever, but something that could get a message back to Sharn, potentially?
Sure. Yeah, we have a way to send short messages back to Sharn, back at the keep.
I would suggest, if I can say so, she was heading towards Sharn, right? Heading west 15 degrees north is what I wrote.
West 15 degrees north would be away from Sharn.
Away from Sharn.
She was going like way out into the middle of the ocean.
Into the ocean? Oh, Sharn's to the east. No, I wasn't looking at the map. I thought we were still on the other side, that's why.
No. You're
That's my bad.
kind of closer to where Shadowlock Keep is and the bay that...
No, I simply was not looking at the map. I was relying solely on my memory, which is good, but not that good. Okay, then if she was heading west and if she was heading
Someone's
west
having a little too
and
much
15
fun with measuring
degrees
tools
north.
in Roll20.
I don't know what you mean.
John, please.
All right, I'll stop.
Would that be towards Vrolkek then? That she's heading?
Yeah, it could be. It could be towards that. Although, I'll say, with the current state of her boat, you don't expect her to be getting much further. That's probably like the furthest they can take their boat without needing to stop.
Okay.
At some point.
Okay. Yeah, then any way that we could either get a message to the nearest port city, or either that or some sort of water transportation that's faster than a rowboat that could follow after her, then she could most likely be apprehended with relative ease, ?
Yeah, you got like a jet ski?
Well, we're landlocked, so we don't really keep ships. Sometimes ships do pass by to help us restock, but we don't really keep them this far in at the keep.
Patches points at the ocean.
It's right there.
Yes, but according to the DM's logistical nightmare last session, the keep itself is many miles away from the shore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
We were not supposed to get there in 15
Oopsie.
minutes, y'all. We traveled at light speed.
Yeah, you did. You did. You traveled at light speed for 15 minutes, and that's how you got to shore.
We can always just follow the shore north, because they are going to have to stop with the sails on fire.
Mm-hmm. Can we still see her?
If they get stuck in Doram, that's not great news for them. They don't usually take too kindly to humans or, any folk that don't look like them.
Well, maybe they'll get a taste of their own medicine.
I know, but we gotta give her back.
Yeah, if she gets stranded up there, I want to say her odds are probably not too good, especially if she needs supplies.
We need to bring her back for the reward,
Mm-hmm.
right? Was
Yeah.
it dead or alive, or was it alive?
They didn't
I think
specify.
it was alive.
But yeah, I think the implication was
aboard.
alive.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take a look around, if that's okay.
Sure.
I'll help in that if I can.
Rummage through what's left of the campsite.
Did you want to ask them any questions? The prisoners?
I was gonna do that after to see if we could find anything.
Okay, sure. Rummaging around the campsite, you see there is a fire pit that has been hastily extinguished. There are abandoned bedrolls, various supplies. There are 2 wagons. There's a bunch of horses, including Lieutenant Sparkles, that still have their feed out and their little area set up. Everything looks to be pretty much abandoned in a rush. Only the essentials seem to be taken with them.
Good to have you back, LS.
No.
If you're looking for something in particular, let me know.
Yeah, I wanted to search through it to see if there's anything that could point to where they're going, or I don't know, maybe they left a ledger of the slave sales that they've done or something like that.
Sure.
Like maybe they made a big oopsie when they were packing and they left something important behind.
Maybe there's a map with where they're going next circled.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a diary.
In one of the abandoned wagons, there seems to be a bunch of supplies, but in the other one, there seems to be a bunch of luggage cases that seem to be mostly personal belongings. Rifling through that, you find a lot of clothes mostly, but you do find one such journal.
Oh?
What's the best way to share this with you guys?
Dear Diary, today I betrayed Taryn. It was a lot of fun. I wish
Again.
I did it sooner. Yeah.
For the 6th time.
That was from 3 months ago, and then dated 2 days ago. It's Dear Diary. Today I betrayed Taryn again.
The cover of this journal is a navy, a leather dyed a navy color with a gold embossed decorative border as well as a gold embossed flower. This seems to be relatively new, and it's a rather small journal. Only a part of the pages are filled out with the front section is filled out, and then like it skips to the middle, and then like that's starting to be longer written entries, and then the very back page has a couple of things as well.
Oh gosh. Okay. Should someone read this out loud? Nico?
Sure. Opening the journal up, in the front portion, it seems to be a lot of dated entries listed by date, place, like a city. There is the Brelish city of Starlasker as the first entry, and then there is a date 6-4. Beneath that is a number 3, and then beneath that is southeastern plain, about half a mile, next to a broken wagon. The entries are similar for a few pages spanning different dates, some noting monetary values of like 300 gold plus 50 gold bonus. And this continues for a few pages. There is a difference as the entries go on in the details that are given are lessened closer to the later months of the year, and sometimes there are notes from a contact that calls themselves Dream, telling them that they will cease contact for 21 days and meet them in Breland. Later in the journal, there are longer entries that are written, again, by city and date. They seem to be entries of the day, of the week, and similarly, for a period of time, get a little shorter and a little messier, especially around the 8th and the 9th month. Eventually, the entries devolve into just by month, and are more of a summary of what happened that month. And the most recent entry is the 12th month, which was pretty recently. The very final thing in the journal is a few slips of paper that has written cipher above it, and there seems to be 25 characters of scrambled gibberish, as well as a handwritten note that says, "Alone vultures cackle. Cadavers dream wistful old arbitrary images. Dig into bone to unearth each crystal's ego." The next page seems to be this person trying to decode whatever this cipher may be, but part of the page is torn off. And if you guys want to point out specific entries or specific parts of the journal, feel free to discuss as you all pour over this.
Oh my gosh, okay.
They think Dream is a changeling.
Uh-oh.
They're not sure that Dream really beat Minecraft.
Just off of the top of my head, does the alias Dream ring any bells?
Let me check. I don't think so, but let me triple check.
Even in passing at the tyrants, eavesdropping, because I'm nosy.
No one of note
Okay.
went by Dream. There might have been like a grunt that for a fact isn't running anything,
Mm-hmm.
who happened to go by Dream, but yeah, no one significant.
Okay.
Do we remember where the House Kundarak ship was going to dock? Was it Rote?
The House Kundarak ship? Yeah, it was supposed to dock at Rote.
Yeah.
Or not Rote, but the city across from that, because I don't think Rote can actually fit a big ship. So, Gallispire.
Gallispire. Do we remember anybody named Lorna in the group? Did they ever mention it?
I don't think they ever mentioned a Lorna to you.
Oh. Insubordination. Uh-oh. Either perceived or real.
Reading various journal entries, you guys begin to piece together that this might be Vasilica's journal.
Considering how she's the only person not mentioned, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so all of this was in... They were blending into House Orion. So I almost wonder, like, obviously, they've been doing this for a long time, but, like...
I mean, they haven't... There's no years, but it starts at 6-4 with money. So I'm assuming they sold people on that day, got paid. It says 643 southeastern plain, about half a mile next to the broken wagon. And then the next entry is 6-7, 300 gold plus 50 gold bonus. So I'm assuming they sold. They captured people on the 4th, sold them on the 7th. And currently, what month is it?
It is the first month.
Oh, it's the first month now. Okay.
It is the first month.
Taryn also did say, like, they've been doing it for like a year or two.
Yeah, that's what he was telling me, is that, like, they've been bandits for a long, long time, but they've been slaving for, like, a year or two. But that's what I mean, is, like, they've been bandits for a long time, so they probably know more ins and outs, as is evident by some of these passages.
Kittie's gonna walk closer to the group, like reading the journal, and loud enough to make sure that the people we captured can hear. She's gonna be like, "Oh, hey, Gem, Patches, look at this. Skimming money off the top goes unnoticed. This is an easy cow to milk." You think Vasilica's just using these people too?
Wouldn't be that surprising. Seems like she's good at that.
I mean, she used us.
Can I insight check the 3 to see how, like, discussions of Vasilica's lack of loyalty to her followers goes over?
Sure.
Oh, this is easy. Hold on. Fellas, don't you fucking worry. I got this shit.
What are you planning?
Mm-hmm.
It's a Caesar cipher. We got this shit. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're...
That's a 26 on insight.
26?
Mm-hmm.
You guys reading the journal, the adult woman is definitely listening to her situation around her and is still eager to kind of... You get the sense that she's eager to cut a deal and see how she can... She already knows the situation is bad, how she can make it better with what little she can. The fighter seems to still be kind of stubborn, and the other 2, the kid and the last human, are kind of looking to the woman to kind of gauge her reaction and her actions to kind of follow her lead.
Okay. I'll saunter up to the woman then.
I lied.
What was that?
I lied. I'm wrong. Hang on.
This is easy. Forgets you can't read. And I'm gonna remain standing, so I'm looking down at them. Because, right, they're, like, tied up and they're on the ground.
The fighter is tied up and on the ground. The rest of them just kind of have loose ropes around them, but they're not making any attempt to move or run.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna saunter up and just go, okay, so, this could be real easy, and you could do something for the greater good, or, could be increasingly difficult for yourselves, for people you care about. But not for Vasilica, I'm sure, because she loves abandoning people. So what's the deal?
If I cooperate, the woman speaks. What kind of... Can that at least try to do something to keep him out of jail? And she motions to the kid.
How old is the kid?
The kid looks about 8, maybe.
I mean, what could this child have done to belong in jail?
It's not something that he's done in specific, but people are quick to lump everyone who comes in contact with Vasilica under the same group.
Well,
I was gonna, considering that this says, these suckers eat up excuses and pleasantries like a starving beggar. It seems like she was just doing her own thing and stringing you guys along. So, I mean, we're not the law. We can't promise anything, but I'm sure they would be lenient to you guys if you guys are willing to help us catch her.
Hold on, I need to roll for
Hotness.
hotness.
That's right.
Everyone make sure to mark Kittie is really smart off on your bingo card.
Hey.
Nah, they're just a mid group. I got 2 4s and a 5.
Well, I got a 10 for the girl.
Oh, I didn't roll at advantage for her. I'll re-roll.
I got a 1 and a 2 for the adult males.
Ooh, I got a 10 for her as well. Okay, she's forgiven. Listen. From what we know, and I'm not going to say this with any sort of guarantees, but from what we know, it sounds like Vasilica is the head target. However, if you all have been complicit in the same crimes, I can't guarantee that, the law will turn a blind eye to that. However, if your kid over here, has not been complicit and has, whatever, like pickpocketing, general thieving, that stuff happens all the time with kids. Your kid, I highly doubt, no offense, kid, I highly doubt they're at the point where they're a slaver.
And at that, there's like a whiplash head reaction from the kid between you and the woman, and she kind of like hesitates and like, okay, listen, I'll cut a deal. I'll tell you everything I know. I'll work with you. Just, I don't want him to end up in jail, and I also don't want him to end up on the streets.
What's your name?
My name is Lorna Elm.
This is Lorna!
Lorna, you're in this journal!
I figured as much.
She was worried that you were going to start a rebellion. Then you didn't like her.
Well, we never exactly got along. But had she not left us to the wolves, I don't think I was quite at the point of starting a rebellion.
Is this Owlban?
Yes.
Sweet. The kid, right?
Yeah, the kid.
Okay. Yeah, she thought... It says here that she thought you were gonna leave. Owlban.
Well, that's kind of the reason I joined the group in the first place, to keep him safe. Gods know our parents didn't do anything. So are you working with the Brelish guards here, then? Can they, help us cut a deal? I'll talk.
And I'm gonna look back at the Brelish guards. How much of their PhDs came from clown school? Like, are these people at all competent at their jobs?
You get the sense that they're more of like, security guards at museums, where they're there just in case anything happens along the border of Doram and Breland, but nothing really does happen. So it's a lot of training in hypotheticals. Not to say that they're grossly incompetent, but very little real hands-on experience.
Compared to House
Do you think
Kundarak.
that they would be able to handle it if the tablet of Achmanron were here and brought everything to life?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Okay. Just to keep with the Night Guard comparison.
No, we're not working with the Brelish guards necessarily. We just kind of ended up here with them. Traveled at light speed together.
The Brelish guards kind of look between themselves and also look at you guys and towards the group and speak to you, Jem, since you're kind of taking point on talking to them.
Oh no.
Well, I can't promise anything, but Captain Satsuki might be willing to listen and cut a deal.
Captain Satsuki
Captain Satsuki.
from Kill
Is she the rude lady?
Do you ask this out loud?
Yeah.
They kind of exchange glasses. I don't know if I call her rude. I mean, she's a little distant, maybe.
Given the situation, I think her response was reasonable.
Yeah.
If we met 3 random people being like, hey, we're looking for some horrible bandits, we'd probably be like, I don't know about that.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm sure we could put a good word in for you guys if you help us find Vasilica. Or at least help us get some good information for us to give to House Kundarak to help track her down.
Well, the plan, as far as I know, was to sail past Doram and go to Zarash Ak in the Shadow Marches, where, you know, no one really cares who you are or what you've done, just as long as you have business to do there. But with the ship how you left it, I doubt she's gonna get all the way there.
I wonder if the captain from the ship, Beatrix, I wonder if she has any, like, patrol ships out in these waters that could, like, catch up faster than her.
Nico, DM question.
Yeah.
I have in my notes the captain gave us a 3-month time limit to find or update on Vasilica's whereabouts. The 20,000 gold. So if we just give her good information, will that be enough to satisfy the bounty? Or do we have to capture and bring Vasilica back?
For the
now?
bounty, we need
capture
to get her.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she said, basically, for Terran's life, if you, like, update her by the 3-month mark, she's willing to consider extending it if you guys have made good progress.
I see. Okay. Thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah. The bounty is the bounty. That's separate.
And it's a good bounty.
What's a moderate amount of money, I ask myself like a fool. 2,000 gold.
Thank
I'm good with numbers, y'all.
DM.
Yeah.
Can I roll a smarty pants roll to have you think of a question for me to ask to see if we can get better information?
Can I roll a smarty pants roll for help with the cipher?
Sure, yeah, you can both roll smarty pants rolls because everyone is sick and brain dead. And or brain dead.
Ooh, a dirty, stinky little 20.
I got a 17, but I don't know what that adds up to. Hang on.
Sorry, I had to attend to something else. What'd we roll for?
I rolled a smarty pants roll to see if the DM can just give us information so we don't have to think of questions.
I have a +0 to intelligence, so it's a 17.
Can I also?
Sure, what do you want to know about before you roll?
Elaine, what do you ask? Just information in general?
Yeah.
And John?
Yeah, I asked for information on this cipher. I'm noticing that the page that it opened in is called Brown Vintage Thrift Shop Flyer.
Listen, sue me. I didn't retitle my fucking Canva thing, okay?
be more specific, Raina, I asked for information on how we can find Vasilica.
Okay. Talking with Lorna, she guesses that there's no way Vasilica is going to stay in Doram because they don't really like humans there, and especially outside of the trade city of Greywall, they are very not taken kindly to. So she's guessing they're either going to do the best they can to patch their boat and row their way to the Shadow Marches, which might take a while because they would be on a piece of shit boat that might break down, or just like hike all the way along the coast. Either that or turn back to the edges of Breland that border Doram, wherever they can get to first. But she's guessing they're gonna try to patch the boat and sail a lot slower to Zarashok, because there's more money to be made there and less notoriety.
Okay.
As far as other things, she says that so far their contact has been the contact for... She pulls you aside for this because she doesn't really want to tell you this in front of the kid.
Mm-hmm.
But she tells you that so far what she knows about the contact Dream, I think
That they're a Twitch streamer?
I think in the journal it mentions somewhere the name Dream Shaper.
Yeah.
But Dream or Dream Shaper has only been contacting them within Breland so far. So I don't know how that's going to work out for Vasilica if she goes to the Shadow Marches and tries to conduct the same kind of business. But Lorna is skeptical that it will be possible.
So this is what the mask is for.
Hmm?
That's the dream song.
Oh.
What the mask is for.
Everyone check off on the bingo cards. John makes a reference nobody understands.
There will be plenty more of those. I am free associating really hard right now.
Who was... Hold on, I'm trying to find the exact...
I don't remember what you rolled or what you were asking about, but let me give you...
I didn't roll because I didn't have a question.
Okay, well, you think about that. Patches, as you're looking at this cipher with a 17, I'm gonna say you figure this is a two-part puzzle, that the two pieces of paper are related. And that's all you got so far.
It can't be. These two ciphers are related? That's crazy.
And I will also, with a 17, I'll also tell you that
Figure it out, I'm a big boy.
the torn off piece you think is a table.
I gotta make a table?
Like, I thought
You
she
don't
was
have
playing
to, but it
Sudoku. And she got frustrated.
Part of the torn off table says alone. It looks like it should say alone vultures with the V underline. So maybe that's important.
I feel like if I had to guess...
It's a 5 by... Hold on, I got an idea.
What?
Meanwhile, Jem,
Hi.
did you want to ask anything?
Did you ever interact with the contact at all? Or the group? If it was a group?
Not directly, but I did occasionally leave letters in areas that I know it would get picked up. I never spoken to them, but I have also collected letters that they have left for us.
Taryn mentioned that there are people you don't want to mess around with. Would you?
Yes.
Could you elaborate? Because Taryn doesn't know diddly squat.
Well, Taryn's not the sharpest tool in the shed.
I know, and bless him for it. It makes him so cute.
She kind of makes a face of judgment at that, but
He wouldn't
doesn't comment.
understand.
I get the sense, at least from working with them, that they are a powerful, secretive group, and I figured the less questions I asked, the less angry they would be. That being said, I think that they are likely fairly well established in Breland, but probably not related to any dragon-marked houses or of excessive wealth in similar... They don't have quite the reach that dragon-marked houses would, as sometimes contact points and payment points were fairly slow. And if you had the kind of power that dragon-marked houses would, that wouldn't happen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
By this time, the captain rolls around and regards you guys all much more politely. You see, getting the lowdown from her people, and she says that she'll keep their cooperation in mind as she figures out what to do with them. She seems fairly reluctant to put a kid in jail as well, so is seemingly willing to work out a solution. You also hear from the captain that there's another strange human that is camped out in the woods. She turns to you guys and says, "You've come into contact with this group before? Would you mind having a look to confirm that she is not a part of the same group?"
Sure.
It's not far off from here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll ask for directions and then we can go.
Oh, I was gonna ask the people who are being cooperative, so not the fighter guy. Everybody else.
Really, it's just Lorna. Yeah.
Lorna and the kid, at least, but like the other adult also seemed pretty.
He seemed
docile.
Yeah, he seems to be following suit in with whatever Lorna's doing. But to be frank, he kind of seems quite stupid as well.
We have one stupid man in our care already. We don't need another.
It seems very much a hype man of, yeah, whatever you say, boss, you got it. So it's very yes-anding all of Lorna's answers, but how helpful or reliable that is, probably not very.
So I was thinking,
the
people who we thought would be like the quote-unquote innocents, so like just not the fighter guy, if the crimes aren't that bad, maybe we could just escort them to the closest city, drop them off. They don't have to go to jail. They're being helpful. They're giving us information to capture a big slaver. Like bygones be bygones.
Roll a persuasion check, please.
You got this, Kitty.
-1. 13.
13.
I thought you said you got a -1. Like,
I know, I thought you said it. I was like, oh boy, I'm gonna have to kill them on spot now.
Oops.
Guillotine.
I'll say the captain seems hesitant at first, but you push the subject a little more, and she says, "Okay, you've been helpful so far. I will take the person who actually had thrown punches in for processing, while the others are free to take what you want from your own camp and not make trouble in the future. Because they have horses and carts and supplies still here." Is that fair enough?
Yeah. That way we could still grill them without having the guards hanging over our shoulders.
Yeah. Lorna, would you be willing to stick with us while we travel for a little bit? Maybe just till we get back to Rote or wherever?
You guys are planning on going back to Rote directly?
Are we? I keep saying we are, but I think I just want to go to Winnieland.
We could drop... No, there's no point to dropping by Sharn. I think going to Rote is the easiest option because we could talk to the captain if she's still there to see if she can hook us up with a boat or something to...
I'd be happy to answer any remaining questions you have, although I think it would be best if we part ways.
But you're so cool and so hot.
The captain kind of gives you a judgmental look and says, remember, we have one more strange woman in the woods that I would like some confirmation about.
Yeah. Okay. Lorna, will you at least come with us to go check out the strange woman in the woods, and then you can tell us, like, if they're associated with your group or not?
Fine, I will. And we will get back to this strange woman in the woods after this short break.
Well, you know, that's something. This says if we like the cassette, one, to flip it over so we can listen to side B, so that's what I'm going to do now. But also, we can look at Beholding Out for a Hero on Instagram or Van Verd, and they have like character art and fun facts and things. Maybe I'll take a look at that. Oh, Jem, she has a lot of scars, I must say. I didn't envision her with scars, but maybe that was just a recent addition. Who's your favorite character? The silent treatment. Well, I did trap you, and your container is slowly filling up with water. But that's all part of the job, no? Anyway, let's see. And play.
Alrighty, everyone, welcome back from break. And John, okay, I'll give you another small hint for your 17 intelligence roll. You have to solve the first one completely before you move on to the second one.
I have to. So what you're telling me is I have to do the cipher good before I can do the cipher. Before I can decipher.
Yeah, there will be a very distinct, clear answer to the first one, and you'll know once you're done with it. And there's no going back to it after that. You don't need
Okay.
Is that helpful?
No. I mean, I guess.
Can I also roll for the cipher?
Okay, how about this? I'll let you all roll for more hints when you guys take a rest, so that you guys are all looking at this sheet of paper and not, doing this while you're talking to any potential random humans in the forest.
I was being like, yeah, that's great, but the cipher though.
Alrighty. This is telling me I need to put more puzzles in for you guys.
Just preferably not when John has COVID, and not when Elaine and I are literally sleep deprived.
The captain walks you guys over to what seems to be not a mine, like a cliff cave thingy.
Mine.
Natural cave opening. In front of which is... Could you please describe what your character is doing, Susie?
The saddest campsite you've ever seen. There's no tent. There is a fire. And sitting next to the fire is...
No bedroll.
No bedroll. Just one human with brown hair, sitting with what looks to be a tiny stick of incense burning sadly in the dirt, and a deck of tarot cards spread in the dirt in front of her.
Jerry?
Oh my god, Kittie, is that you? It's been so long. Are these your friends?
Yeah, what are you doing down south? I thought you were off,
I've been doing quite a lot of things, I've got quite a few jobs I'm working on right now. That's kind of why I'm here.
You look real busy.
I'm so busy. Thank you for noticing. Would you like to join me?
Well, hold on. Kittie, who is this?
Hello, I'm Jerry.
Hi.
Jerry, what happened to all your stuff?
I don't have it anymore.
Voluntarily, or
I don't recall ever really having a lot of stuff.
Wait, when we parted ways at the wall, did I not leave you with? Oops, did I not leave you with anything?
Well, I mean, you left me with your friendship, and that counts for a lot.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Jerry.
Kitty, what did you do?
Okay, I thought I gave her things. So Jerry's my friend from back home. I mean, acquaintance.
Oh,
Jerry
friend,
wasn't really part of the
absolutely
tribe.
friend. We're very close.
Yeah, we've met a couple of times, and then when I had to cross the wall, I bumped into Jerry inside the maze, and we helped each other out.
Oh,
Yeah, Kitty saved my life a few times.
I'm gonna glance at Patches. Like, Kitty
From
saved
behind
a
you
life?
guys. From behind you guys, you hear the Lorna say to the Brelish guards, "Yeah, no, that's not one of Vasilica's." And the captain nods at that and kind of leaves you guys be.
You didn't want to join me? That's all right.
Join you in what exactly?
In friendship?
Maybe another time.
Okay, thank you.
And she leaves with her one prisoner.
Patches catches Jem's glance and looks back with an equal amount of confusion and also like, we can't leave this overgrown child here.
Can I roll to see if is Jerry dehydrated, starving?
Listen, Susie will tell you, she's fucking crushing it. She's doing great.
She's very good at survival.
It's much better here than the wastes.
Yeah.
Guess there's more stuff you can eat here that you could find.
Oh yeah,
just on the ground.
absolutely.
Do you have the same refined palate as Kitty does? Or?
Oh no, this has been a quite topic of conversation, I'm sure, in the past, but no. It said, actually, I wouldn't say I particularly ascribe to a certain diet, but I eat a lot of these. And she holds out a handful of, and she's like, these are called good berries. They look like tiny little oranges. They're like kumquats.
I thought she said bees. And I was so scared. I was like, somehow that's way worse than cannibalism.
Tiny bees.
She holds out her hand and just.
That's what I was expecting.
I keep a false queen in my bag and they all just flock to it.
Welcome to Applebee's. What can I get you?
Would you like the apple or the bees?
Hold on, I need to roll for Jerry. It's only right. Well, how old is Jerry, though?
I wrote it down. Please hold.
Approximately.
Of age?
Yeah,
of
early
age.
20s. Early 20s.
Okay, that's allowed.
Okay, great.
Oh, with advantage. A 10, baby!
Oh my god.
9. We just found a stranded child and we were like, damn.
Got that Mad Max
Tucks hair
charm.
behind the ear.
What can I say?
Kitty's gonna search through her bag of holding to look for supplies to give Jerry, and then go, oh, that's right. I don't have any either.
No, but they're quite good. Would you like to try one? Oh, they're a bit sour, but you don't get hungry for the whole day.
No, I still got my jerky. And I pull out jerky. I just meant I didn't have bedding or anything to give you. 'Cause
Oh.
I thought I had left it with you, but I guess we just didn't have any.
So you also sleep on the floor?
Yeah.
The human woman in the background looks at you and says, "Did you want an extra bedroll? We have extra bedrolls."
Oh, that's so kind of you. What's your name?
Lorna, although I'm not going to be traveling with this group for very long.
Oh, Well, would you like a berry?
I'm good, thanks. And the kid reaches out for a berry.
I give him
We're like
one.
pausing, looking back at her. She's just kind of like shrugging.
Listen, they contain all the nutrients you need for an entire day.
Oh, yeah. I've had one of those before.
You see this kid eat this kumquat. And like
I don't need nutrients, so I'm good.
the face he makes gives you the impression that it's incredibly sour.
Ooh, I'll try one.
Yeah, listen, they're quite sour, but I think that's part of the appeal.
I'll pop it in my mouth.
It's extremely sour. But you know, once you get past the like sourness that takes over your entire mouth, like the citrus flavor is nice, but it's extremely sour.
Jerry, are you good? Do you want to come with us?
Oh, I'm fantastic. Thank you for asking, but where are you going?
We're hunting down a slaver.
Oh. I was looking for treasure.
Insight check.
I think I'm telling the truth.
I trust this Fey lost child as far as I can throw it. Oh yeah, I can throw it really well actually. So that's a 7.
That's gonna be a dirty, stinky, nasty little 20.
Am I
Oh.
like rolling deception or anything? I don't
No,
think
you
so.
set the DC. So whatever you think.
You
however-
just tell us what we would pick up
Yeah.
on.
She thinks she's looking for treasure.
Okay.
Whether or not she actually is, but she sure thinks she is.
What kind of treasure?
I don't really know. I've just got a map and I'm following the map.
Ooh, where does the map lead?
And Jerry shows you a map.
Oh no, we get to see
Do we
the
have
map?
a map?
Yes, 2 seconds.
Is it on
For our
on
audio
Discord
listeners.
or on-
Love you to death. Nico has not shown us a map yet.
Hold on. I'm pulling it up. Calm down.
I'll describe it to you once it
While
happens.
Nico's-
And I'll do it in like a cool voice.
Oh, this is about as garbage as I
Here
was
we
anticipating.
A crucial drum map.
Whoa.
There's a skull and crossbones on the far right, with a squiggly line that draws up to a large circular room. There's an arrow coming in from the top of the circle, pointing down towards what looks to be a door, a rectangle with a small circle, insinuating a doorknob. Above that door is a question mark. Leading from that door is another arrow that leads into a room that looks sort of like a frog foot. There's a line and it comes up, squiggles, going from right to left and then squiggling and then returning to the right. From there, the line then goes down and comes back to the left, creating sort of a bulbous end before returning and then coming back around. Now, from the door, there does appear to be a drop into some water with another skull and crossbones above that. The line from the door then leads to another sort of 2 lines that are an arrow pointing to what appears to be a bag of gold and a scroll.
Maybe a medallion?
And there's also a medal. There's a sort of medallion that looks to have almost a mask-like thing on it that looks to be split in 2, but that's sort of the insignia on the medallion.
Nico, does that medallion insignia look similar to...
It sure does.
Oh.
Now, one of the key elements to this map is that it looks like it was drawn by my 4-year-old niece. And I do not think that this is unintentional.
Yeah.
This is an intentional artistic choice. It's also not a PNG. It has just a gray background on parchment.
As Jerry shows you this scroll, you see that there are previous similar drawings to this scroll as well that are further on the left of the scroll. And Jerry, you are fairly certain that you finally had deciphered where this is taking you and that this cave behind you is where you are supposed to go for this treasure.
Right, so this cave right here you see on the map, it's actually right behind me, but, you know, it's been a long day's journey, and so I thought I'll take a good night's rest before I go inside the cave.
Can I peer around Jerry to look for any sort of matching signs to what this map, in air quotes, is dictating?
So looking at the previous scroll image and what like your current surroundings, you're like, okay, yeah, I guess like this, that's the coastline, and here's like somewhat inwards, and like there's the Dagger River. I guess this could be the cave. It looks like the cave that's in the picture. Can you say with 100% certainty? No.
Jerry,
Yeah.
can I come with you?
Oh, absolutely. You're all invited to come into the cave with me. It's pretty spooky and I can't see in the dark, so...
Well, I can, so...
I was planning to take a light with me.
I can make a light.
Kittie's eyes are glued to the map.
Can I just ask you, Jerry, were you also sent by Doc?
Who?
Right.
I know Doc does.
Oh, Jerry wasn't part of my tribe. Jerry was somebody I knew.
Oh yeah, I
tribe.
wasn't in the tribe. I just lived nearby.
I see. It was like the Demon Waste Exchange program. Got it. Okay.
Right, exactly. Well, it wasn't by choice that I was there, but yeah.
Yeah. There was I heard a loud boom, so I went to go check it out, and Jerry and this old guy were inside.
We fell out of the sky. Oops.
What?
Yeah, some sort of flying contraption.
Yeah, like an airship.
Oh.
And there I was in the wreckage, about to die. And then I see the most competent, beautiful being I've ever laid my eyes on, and that's Kittie. And she saved my life so many times since, and I can't tell you how glad I am to see you again.
I'm gonna look at Patches again. Just like a real healthy dose of side-eye.
Kittie, you saved this Jerry's life
Several times.
intentionally?
Kittie looks confused if you look over her. If you looked over at her. Yeah. Yup. That's what friends are for.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Has Kittie not saved your lives?
So many times.
Yeah.
In fact, one time she stopped acid from being on me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very good.
That's exactly what happened. And, I was in kind of a pickle with a real nasty situation involving a wedding. And, she very selflessly stole firearms to protect me.
Oh.
And not for her own gain.
So selfless.
If you have a spit take on your bingo card, go ahead and knock it off.
If you have Kittie's friendly fire is mentioned, go to mark that one off too.
Every fucking episode where you're gonna mention Kittie's friendly fire.
Yeah.
From now on, uh-oh. What time of day is it right now, Nico?
Oh, shit.
It's like
I don't know.
late morning, right?
Was it late morning?
Well, we woke up and then saw everyone in a tizzy at the castle, traveled at light speed to the beach.
Yeah, that's right, because you guys traveled at light speed to the beach. Yeah, it's probably like afternoon right now.
Well, we can go cave exploring now if you want to.
Yeah, let's go spelunking.
All right.
And yeah, Jerry. So I'm just gonna like sidle up and like put my arm around her shoulder. And
By the way, what's your name?
I'm Jem.
Oh, Jem. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And I'm so glad that Kittie, has a friend. That's very rare.
Oh, aren't you her friends?
We're her friends for sure. But other than us, I can count Kittie's friends. And I'm going to stare at Jerry for a second. I'm going to be, not enough hands in the world to count all the friends
Right.
Kitty has.
Yeah.
I can count them. There's Carly and Doc and Motor. She starts counting the people.
And Izzy, don't forget Izzy.
Oh yeah, Izzy. And a
As you guys
Drazen.
agree to go spelunking with
A
Gary.
Drazen went before me.
And me.
Well, I'm kind of going in order. We met you after a Drazen, right?
No.
No.
Oh, my
Wait,
bad. Sorry,
what's happening?
Patches.
Why are we counting friends?
Oh, I thought Jem wanted me to count my friends.
Yeah, what's wrong? Do you need to count your friends?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Jem, do you need to count your friends?
Yeah, that is a one-hand count, let me tell you.
Count your blessings.
You hear Lorna from further away from the cave say, "So, do you guys have extra questions for me?"
Oh, that's right. Do you need? Are you good on your own, or do you need some money to help you get to the next town?
Well, money would never hurt, but
Here's $4 I won in a bet. I give her 4 gold pieces.
thank you. It's appreciated.
I think I only won 2 of those in a bet, actually. The other 2 are just for me.
If you guys want any horses or supplies, you can take them now. Otherwise, I'll probably see what is worth selling and
We have 2 horses. We can take one more.
try to go off of that for a little while.
Yeah, I guess one
It's
more
a good one.
horse.
Don't take the unicorn, that one's mine.
Sure, yeah,
Oh.
Jerome's yours.
Oh,
Well,
then,
actually, no, we don't.
yeah, that might be
Jerome?
okay. We don't need an extra
Yeah,
horse.
Jerome the horse.
His name is Sparkles.
Oh, well,
He's my lieutenant.
I don't know. People at camp were calling him Jerome all the time.
Well, maybe he likes it. You know what? I'll ask
I do
him.
remember the Jerome.
People are free to change their name to whatever suits them, and if that's what my lieutenant wants to be called, that's what I'll call him.
Yeah.
Is that spelled with a J or a G?
I think Jerome Sparkles
J.
suits them a lot more.
Jerome Sparkles. Oh yeah.
Or should we take the 3rd horse just to have?
I mean, we don't really need it, right?
Mm-hmm.
We already have 2 horses of our own.
Yeah, but then I don't have to
Oh, that's
keep
true.
sharing it.
Yeah. Well,
Do you have a smaller one that will fit me?
yeah, Shetland pony.
Yeah, there's a bit of a smaller horse.
What's a Shetland?
it's a province in Breland.
Still significantly taller than you, but definitely smaller than the other horses.
Sweet.
I am gonna ask Lorna though. What are you gonna do now? Are you going to
I don't know.
keep up this business?
I know someone who recently hired a new helping hand and may potentially need some extra help in his domicile.
Are you talking about a Drazen?
Have you ever heard of the excellent bed and breakfast location known as the Wet Eagle?
In Sharn.
Never in my life.
It's in Sean. There's a guy there, Drazen. He loves us.
Although if you
I'm
ask
sure he'd love
him,
to have
if
you.
you ask him about us, he will swear up and down he does not know us.
He's being coy.
That's not very promising.
No,
Is he
it's
looking to hire?
it's because we made him promise. But he's cool. He's cool.
Oh, or if you're more, if you would rather do blacksmithing, we also have a friend named Flint, and he has a store called Flint Eastwood. That I don't know. It's a new store, so I don't know if he's hiring. But I don't.
All these
maybe.
store names sound absolutely ridiculous.
It's
But-
like they were randomly generated. It's so weird.
But that's kind of the thing with marketing. If you remember it, then it's working.
That's fair. It is memorable.
It's a great point. It's a great point.
As far as Vasilica's dirty work, I don't think that's something that I can do. It's not something I am physically able to do. So that and not really having the contact information anymore.
If we gave you a map, can you mark where you had the drop-off pickup points?
Sure, I can tell you the last one.
Oh, did it change?
It changes all the time. It's probably changed from what I last knew, but you know,
Better than nothing.
yeah, I can mark a couple for you.
All right, I think we have a map because we had one for finding the
Yeah,
mine,
Taryn gave
right?
us one.
Yeah.
He's alive, by the way, in case you cared.
Not particularly.
Ouch. Can I lie to him and say that you, like, kind of cared? At least, like, asked, you know, vaguely if he was okay? Or is it
Sure.
like he's gonna see right through it?
I mean, I didn't hate Taryn, but it's not like we ever got along very well.
Okay.
Did you ever have to sleep in the same bed?
She kind of squints at you. No.
Lame.
I hope you don't mind me asking, and feel free to say no, but whose kid is that?
Alvin? He's my little brother.
Oh, little brother.
Do you say his name is Alvin?
Alvin.
Alvin.
With a B.
All right.
Do you have two other brothers? Another one named, like, I don't know, Theodore.
Theobor.
And who's the third one?
I'll take my leave now.
No, wait,
I think
wait.
it was.
I have a genuine question. I have a genuine other question. What can
Simon?
you... Simon. That was what it was. But
Better
also...
not involve any other stupid store names.
No, no. It's another stupid name, but not a store name. What can you tell us about Apothera?
Oh. Yeah, them. What do you want to know?
What happened?
They were starkly against the whole human business. And when that came up as a consistent source of income, they walked out. They didn't think that Vasilica was really going to go through with it, and that
Human business.
changed
The
Vasilica.
slaving?
Yes.
The half elves.
Sorry, half elves. I keep fucking forgetting they're half elves. They're half elves. Pretend I said half elves.
Okay. Say just half elves so we can splice it and then put it in and, like, dub it over.
The half elves business.
We're not going to do
Little
that.
Fucking little liars.
If you do end up dubbing it over, use this instead. Half elves. That'll sound really natural.
Please do that. Please do that. But yeah.
Are they still alive? Like, can we find them somewhere?
I'm fairly certain that they're still alive. What they're doing now, I don't know. I haven't had contact with them, and it's a very touchy subject for Vasilica. I think that most people in camp probably knew that they were a thing, despite her claiming that nothing was happening.
Oh, yeah, there was that one entry about somebody new.
There's a crossed out.
They look like...
They look so much like. Who's Serena?
2 seconds. Where is that
Vasilica's
page?
new boo.
Yeah, it says even Serena has warmed up to me a bit. We spent the day together. Crossed out. She looks so much like.
Serena is the other kid you may have seen at camp.
Oh. Okay.
A kid. Ooh, Vasilica.
Boo hiss.
Vasilica's never said, but I think Serena is Vasilica's kid, is what Lorna tells you.
Oh. She has a
dog.
child.
She has a kid.
With Taryn?
Probably with Apothera.
Yeah, that would be my guess.
The drama. Where is Serena now?
Probably on the boat.
On the
It's
boat,
burning
last
down.
I saw.
Did we see a kid on the boat?
You did not see a kid on the boat.
Okay.
I think only one of you, I don't remember if it was Kittie or Jem, has seen both kids
I
for a
did.
brief moment. Yeah.
But I probably didn't get good enough look to see if it looks similar to Vasilica, right?
You did not. As far as where Apothora is, I don't know. Somewhere along the southern coast of Corvair is where I last saw them, although where they traveled to since, that could be anywhere, really.
Ooh. Okay. The drama! I love it.
Tell me your brown vintage thrift secrets.
They know quite a bit about alchemy and medicine, so
Okay.
you might see them playing the part of a doctor.
Okay. Wow. Where have you been this whole time? I feel like our jobs would have been so much easier if you had been locked up in that cell with us. We wouldn't have had to play 20 questions.
Well,
Yo, guys, check out how big this cave is.
oh boy.
Patches, you can't get ahead of us!
All right,
I'll
I'm
leave
coming
you
back.
to your cave spelunking. Unless you have any other questions for me. I don't think I'll be back in Sharn, but
Fair enough.
if I can find some discreet work in Rote, I might stay there a while.
Hey, I heard Winnieland's hiring.
She makes a grimace at that. I'd
Yeah.
really rather not.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
Nico, you can't put that in. You know you can't put that in.
You need to say she's so ecstatic to work at Winnieland.
She seems like someone who hates fun and joy. There we go. We'll keep
There
it.
it is. Saved it.
And one last question. Are you single?
She gives you a polite smile and says, "No thanks."
Ow!
Kitty just pats Jem on the back.
Is it
I
me?
also pat Jem on the back.
It is. Without a shadow of a doubt.
I'm hoping for stability in my own life, so sorry.
I respect that.
I don't seem stable to you. I'm the epitome of stable.
I've seen Jem balance on like a tiny little rope.
Yeah.
All the stability.
Yeah, watch this, and I'm gonna stand on one foot.
I pushed Jim over.
I catch her.
Oh.
And she's like, "Listen, you all seem like people."
That's the worst insult we've ever gotten.
But I really, there's nothing more important to me than setting up a good life for my brother. And I can't take any adventuring or any more risks than Vasilica provided.
I know a really stable guy.
You said
Yeah,
in
you'll probably
prison.
like a Drazen. He's boring.
He is very boring.
Boring is great.
Hold on. Before you go, I'm gonna jot down a really quick love poem. I'm gonna shoot my shot. I won't even roll for it because I'm doing it quickly. I'm not thinking about it.
Sure.
So I'm just gonna dig some parchment out of the bag of holding, jot it down, and like hand it to her.
Yeah.
Oh, if you do go to Sharn and try to find the Wet Eagle, you should probably avoid Izzy.
Who's Izzy?
If you just find somebody named Izzy, you should just avoid her.
Okay. And she writes that down on the sheet of paper. Jem hands her like on the back.
Izzy is great. Izzy is my friend, and Jem's friend, and Patches' friend.
And kind of sort of my girlfriend.
What?
I see.
She is the opposite of boring, if boring is what you're into.
Okay. Noted. Well, if that's all, thank you all for, I don't know, giving me the time of day. I know my hands aren't clean, but...
It's because ours aren't either.
Yeah, we're no better. Well, we're kind of better. We're a lot better. Because we're not
Honestly, you're
slavers.
missing out.
I can clean your hands if you want. I've got magic.
And she gives you a small smile as well and says, I think I best just go. Hopefully the next time we see each other we'll be on better terms.
Hope to see you in Rote or Sharn.
One of the two. We'll see which. And she begins to head off with a couple of horses. The yes man, who has been quietly, stoically by her side, and the kid.
Bye.
Goodbye.
She waves one final time as she rides off.
I'm gonna hate to see her leave, but I'm gonna love watching her go.
It can anagram to wearisomeness.
What?
I didn't catch any of that.
The cipher. It can anagram. It could become wearisomeness.
Wearisomeness.
Wearisomeness, lapdog Tyrrell. Is that anything?
No.
Do you guys want to take a short rest here, or should we just head down into the caves?
Yeah, what's the plan?
Sounds like Patches already got a head start.
Yeah, I'm back at full. I'm okay. I'm okay to keep going.
I'm just down a little spells, but it's fine.
I'm good to go.
Oh, Patches, you're back.
Oh, hi.
Oh yeah, I walked back. I just got close to the fire to see if like maybe there was like a fire thing on it.
Hmm.
Like
Didn't
the
find
page
anything.
would glow with something, but no, it didn't glow under the light.
Would anyone like to read my poem to Lorna before we move on?
Can you give me some direction on how to read it?
Yeah, can you read it as someone who like kind of a Romeo and Juliet sort of like
Over
forbidden pining, you know, that sort of setup.
Okay, do you want like an English kind of accent or
Sure, yeah. Scouse, please, if you would.
Scouse?
Yeah,
Can
from
you give an
Liverpool?
example of?
No.
I'm not sure I can make that happen. The specificity is too much.
Okay, just English is fine.
Roses are red. Violets are blue. This cave is so deep. Just like my feelings for you.
Bravo.
Send help.
Where are you, little Timmy? Alrighty. Y'all going in the cave? Y'all short resting?
How you feeling, Jerry?
Oh, I'm great.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty. You guys enter the cave, and it is, unsurprisingly, dark. Please remind me who has dark vision and who doesn't.
Oh, I'm gonna go grab something from the fire to light my way.
I would like to cast light on an object.
Sure. There's a map that is most certainly going to be out the most of the time you're in this cave, if you want to cast it on that.
Sure. Bam.
Oh my gosh, this is so much easier to see with. Usually, I'm holding like the fire in one hand and the paper's so flammable.
Jerry's so good at surviving.
Oh,
That's going to be the new Kittie is very smart.
Okay.
How many maps did you come with?
Just the one, but I've seen
Oh.
other maps in my life.
Right.
So-
yeah.
You guys step into a now lit up chamber that is quite spacious. On one side that you see, the squiggly arrow to the skull. In that direction, you see
Wait, there's a squiggly arrow in the cave?
Sorry, on the map.
Okay.
On Jerry's map. The
What?
squiggly arrow, huh?
Where are we starting on this map?
You are starting at the very, very top opening.
Okay.
Okay. So the squiggly line leading to death.
Yes. On Jerry's map, the squiggly line leading to death in the down right direction is, you can see in that direction, there's a very narrow, like, crevasse that is kind of a natural break in the cave walls that you would honestly miss had you not known there was a path there. On the other side of this chamber, on the bottom left side, there is a brick wall, a very man-made brick wall with a door.
What the heck?
The door does have a doorknob. It's like, it looks as if somebody superimposed a exterior brick wall in this cave. Nothing else in this cave so far has been built or anything, just this brick wall and the door.
Can I check for any traps, any contraptions, anything that seems off in general?
Can I
Sure.
throw a rock at the wall?
Yeah, you can, please roll a investigation check for me.
That's a natural 20!
Hey.
Very nice. Yeah, looking at this door, you rolled what was you rolled again?
A 22! A natural 20 for a
Ooh.
22.
Very good. Yeah, looking at this door, you can clearly tell it is in fact trapped. This
Don't
door.
throw that rock!
Oh,
Yeah, the rock that Jerry threw just bounces off
Okay.
the wall because you threw it at the
I
wall,
would
right?
do it, yeah.
Yeah, the wall seems like a regular brick wall, but the door, however, is in fact trapped. The door seems to be a strange. It looks normal from the outside, but upon closer inspection, you see that it's got a rotating point through the center, and that is part of the trap. You can roll again to disarm it if you want.
Yes, please. What would I roll?
A sleight of hand.
Okay.
This is also courtesy of Elaine's puzzle book that she gave me.
I'm gonna use a luck point and re-roll that.
Sure.
Pardon me. That was marginally better. Heavy
Okay,
on the
what'd you
marginally. 11.
11?
Yeah.
You're fairly certain you did not disarm this trap.
Okay. Does anyone else want to
It's,
give it a shot?
It's a bit awkward to reach, and you're not confident that you did it. You're fairly confident that you didn't do it, actually.
Yeah.
You want me to give it a try?
Yes, please. I rolled a 2 and a 4.
I call next.
14.
14?
Yeah.
You are also struggling with this. It seems with your attempts to disarm it, you learn a little more about this trap. That it is a trap triggered by when you use the doorknob. The door will fall onto you and get you stuck on the door.
All right.
In which you are stuck on a rotating door that rotates in the center, like on a pole in the center.
Like a
And
bookshelf door? Like one of those hidden bookshelf doors? Like in Scooby-Doo?
No. Oh, maybe? It's like
in their
as if-
it's like at the middle of the door vertically, right? So it'll come down and smack you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and disarm it. Stand back.
Okay. Go ahead.
Sure.
I was going to ask if we could just take it off the hinges.
I'm gonna use the doorknob.
Patches!
Yeah. Please roll a dexterity saving throw for me, Patches.
What I want to do, tell me if this is possible. I want to just hold it when it comes to smack me.
Because you know what trap this is, I'll give you a little bit of a bonus in lowering the DC since you already know what the trap is. But go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw.
12.
This door slams down on you a lot faster than you expect, and with a lot more force than, a door on a rotating dowel would imply. Please take some damage.
Oh no!
Ouch!
That's gonna be 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god!
Grappled by this door.
I'm grappled by the door?
You are grappled by the door.
Has the door stopped moving?
The door is still on its center axis. Thank you. So, your head is stuck in this door, and you can see past it now since it's kind of tipped forward towards you. But you are currently being held by the door. It's not swinging rapidly though.
Can I just fight against the door to hold it up?
Hold it up, how so?
Hold it up so that other people can pass underneath the door.
Underneath you? Yeah, you can do that. That's fine. Y'all want to crawl under Patches while he's stuck in this door?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll full on army crawl between his legs.
I have an 18 in strength. I can do this.
Yeah, it's no problem.
Does anyone
Who's
want a
grappling
berry?
whom?
Sorry, what was that, Susie?
Does anyone want a berry?
Bury me up!
every berry restores 1 hit point.
Oh. Well, then I'll save those. I'm okay. I'm at full right
They
now.
disappear at the end of the day.
When I pass by under Patches, I'm
Mhm.
gonna pat him on the leg and cast Cure Wounds
Sure.
for 1d8. Ooh, that's 11 hit points.
Nice.
Damn.
Patches, since you are flexible and stuffed and made of cotton, I will say you don't have to roll to get out of this door grapple. You could just pop your helmet off and
What would I need to roll to do it?
you don't have to roll.
What if I had
If you
to?
really want to roll,
I don't know.
Don't take that bet.
I'm not gonna take. You know what? God has given me a chance, and I'm gonna take that chance.
Yeah. Knowing our record, that's the right choice.
Yeah. As soon as you escape from this door, you can see that it clicks back into place, seemingly set up to fall on somebody else.
Is it a one-way trap? Can we leave this way without it grappling us?
You can investigate the door again to check it out.
Yeah, I'll do that. Just a solid 10.
It seems like a one-way trap.
Hey, Patches, can you go through this again?
Oh,
Probably.
What happened, Elaine?
Yeah, you good, Elaine?
Elaine had a brain blast.
is the cipher where it's supposed to say legs remain, a spider loses 2?
Yes.
Oh!
How'd you figure that out?
I was trying to I put it in the grid and I was reading it up and down and I was like, what if it's just I just started trying to read it and then it goes in a spiral. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Legs remain, a spider loses 2, you said?
Yeah.
Oh. What does that even mean, though?
I don't know.
Okay, so we know that. Now we have to figure out how that.
Yeah, what about the second piece of paper?
Okay, sorry. I derailed it.
Do you have spiders?
Oh yeah, there's a ton around. Don't you see them?
Yeah, you're right.
In this next area that you guys are in, you guys see a weird shaped corridor with
this is weird.
the heading down to the right. You see that heads to somewhere. Presumably, if you're cross-referencing Jerry's map, that's the area that leads to the water with the skull. And then there is the aforementioned frog-shaped chamber going left. And all along this chamber, you see glimpses of glimmering words that span from like 20 feet from the door that you guys had just passed. Or, yeah, the door that you had just passed, all the way to the very, very bottom left of this chamber. The direction that the arrow on Jerry's map points you to. It's hard to catch what the words say, but you can guess easily without needing to roll anything that there is some sort of magical trap in this area with the glimmering words.
Can I pick up a nearby pebble and just toss it into the center of the room?
See, it
You
works.
sure can. Next session, because that's where we're going to pick up.
Wow.
Welcome, Susie!
Yay!
As
Thank
Jerry.
you.
But yeah, thank you everyone for playing. We will be back with Susie in 2 weeks.
Well, Agent, it seems that we have made it to the end of Beholding Out for a Hero, episode 28. I quite enjoyed it. As it says, consider interacting on your podcast platform of choice. For me, it's this cassette tape, so I guess I'll just sort of rewind it or something and tell your own D&D party about us. I did a whole listening with all the minions, so I'm sure someone here plays D&D, yes? Marcus? Yes, he does. In the break room all the time. The quick thank you to Keith Baker, creator of Eberron and Wizards of the Coast for Dungeons and Dragons, as well as Rocco the Cat. That's very nice. It also says it releases bi-weekly so that they can... Agent? Where'd you go? You're not in your cage. Oh. Self-destruct button on the space laser has we've got about 5 minutes to evacuate. Everybody start leaving. Shucks. Oh, is that smart? Well, we can all reconvene in roughly 2 weeks. That's when Beholding Out for a Hero episode 29 comes out, so we could just do a listing for that. Maybe I'll make that part of my diabolical scheme next time. Then it was versus shot, I'd say. Good work, everybody. Check the company Slack, and I'll let you know where the next secret base will be. All right.